Small efforts, massive results. No one noticed him at first. Not when he walked into the factory at 5:12 every morning. Not when he stayed an extra 15 minutes after his shift. Not when he skipped lunch to help someone else. No applause, no recognition, no viral moment, just small efforts. His name was Daniel, and Daniel was tired. Daniel was 34 when life started feeling heavier. His father had suffered a mild stroke, and his sister stopped college. The house had a leaking roof. Daniel worked 6 days a week. The pay was just enough to survive, not to dream. He wasn't the smartest, fastest, or loudest, but he had consistency. Every day he wrote one small improvement, just 1%, not 10, not overnight success, just 1%. And no one noticed. At work, some coworkers laughed. "Why do you care so much? It's just a job. They don't pay you extra." He overheard his supervisor. "Daniel's loyal, but loyalty doesn't build profits." That echoed for weeks. Loyal, but not valuable. He went home and sat beside his father, who struggled to hold a spoon steady. His father said, "Son, small steps still move you forward. I couldn't walk after my stroke, now look." 1 inch. And Daniel understood. Small effort, massive meaning. For 2 years, Daniel kept improving 1% daily. He studied YouTube tutorials at night about machine optimization. He learned efficiency, fixed tiny workflow issues. He didn't announce it. He just did it. One small adjustment saved 3 minutes per batch. 3 minutes doesn't sound like much. But over a month, that became hours. Over a year, that became days. And those days became profit. Still, no one noticed. Until one morning, everything changed. The company lost a major contract. Half the workers were going to be laid off. The factory floor was silent. Grown men stared at the ground. Some had mortgages, some had newborn babies. Daniel felt his stomach tighten. He thought of his father, his sister, the leaking roof. Names were called. 10 workers let go, then 15, then 20. His heart pounded louder with every name. Then the manager paused. "We've been reviewing performance metrics. We discovered something interesting." He pulled up data on a screen. Productivity had increased steadily in one department. Waste had decreased. Efficiency improved. No one knew why. Until someone traced it back to one employee's adjustments. Small changes, tiny optimizations, consistent improvements. The manager looked up. "Daniel, stand up. Your 1% improvements saved this department hundreds of thousands over 2 years." The room went quiet. "Because of that," the manager continued, "we're not closing this unit." People looked at Daniel differently now, not as the quiet worker, but as the reason they still had jobs. A man across the room began crying. "My daughter's surgery. I thought I couldn't afford it." Daniel didn't say anything, he just stood there. Later that evening, a co-worker who used to mock him approached him. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "I thought you were just trying too hard." Daniel smiled. "I wasn't trying to be better than anyone. I was trying to be better than yesterday." That was the difference. Not competition. Growth. Months later, Daniel was promoted. Not because he demanded it. His effort made him impossible to ignore. But the promotion wasn't the real reward. The real reward came one rainy night. The roof still leaked slightly, but Daniel had enough saved now to start repairs. His father stood watching. With tears in his eyes, he whispered, "I knew those small steps would carry us." Daniel realized something powerful. Massive results are usually quiet at first. They grow in silence. They build in darkness. They compound in obscurity. Until one day, they change everything. If you feel unnoticed right now, if your effort feels invisible, if loyalty feels unrewarded, listen carefully. Nothing is wasted. Every small effort compounds. Every consistent action builds. Every quiet discipline prepares you. The world celebrates breakthroughs, but breakthroughs are built by boring, invisible days no one applauds. You don't need to be extraordinary overnight. You need to be faithful today. 1 inch, 1%, one small effort. And one day, those small efforts will create results so massive people will call you lucky, but you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck, it was loyalty, it was discipline, it was consistency, it was small efforts, becoming massive results. If this story inspired you to rethink your path, like the video and subscribe to stay connected with future inspiration. Thank you for your time and support.